We are going.
So thank you for coming today. I wanted to do something different, and I know some of you are, kind of soon after surgery, you guys come to support groups, and maybe I have some patients 3 to 7 weeks out. Some of you might be over 7 weeks. So I decided to make something very simple. It's a quinoa salad. And I already cooked the quinoa, and I added some ingredients here. Very simple. The quinoa salad, you are going to have 2 cups of the quinoa that you're going to measure, and you're going to add double the amount in water. So
We'll send out the recipe when we send out the write-up.
When you measure 2 cups of quinoa, you're going to double that in water, so 4 cups of water in this case. So you're going to add both of them inside your pan. You're going to let it boil. Once it's boiled, you need to lower the heat and simmer, and you cook for about 20 minutes or so. Usually the quinoa is going to open up and it's going to become very soft, but since most of the time you want to add some vegetables, what I do is that right before it's completely cooked, I'm going to start adding my vegetables. So I already cut green peppers, red peppers, onions, spinach, and I already put them in the pan so it cooks. And I did that just to make sure for those who are weeks 3 to 7 that you're able to, able to eat cooked vegetables or able to try this. If you want to, rather, you can just add your raw vegetables to it. If you want the crunchiness of the foods instead of the softer foods. So whichever way that you want is okay. I'm gonna go ahead and add tomatoes. You can add as many vegetables as you want. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my tomatoes. And I usually wait until last to add the tomatoes because the tomatoes are gonna release a lot of the water, and you don't want that to happen. So at the very end, you add the tomatoes. I'm gonna add black beans to add protein. And quinoa itself, it's a good source of protein. And you're boosting your protein with adding legumes, in this case black beans, but you can add lentils, you can add chickpeas, you can add any beans that you like or any legumes you like. Stir this really quick. And you want to bring it from the bottom up when you stir, okay? Because you don't really want to break on the veggies, etc. And you want all the grains to come all the way up, okay? Once you cook, you can add anything else that you want. I already cut some avocados to add some healthy fats into the dish. You can also add cilantro, and I'm going to finish up with some, olive oil and lime, dressing, so to speak. You can also add nutritional yeast, and that's to further boost your protein. 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast in this case will provide 9 grams of protein. So you're really having a one meal that contains a good quality grain that's going to increase your fiber intake. You're adding more fiber with the vegetables, and then you're boosting your protein with legumes and nutritional yeast, okay? And you got a really good healthy meal there, good balance. Small amount of fats from the avocado that you're going to eat, etc., and you're done. It's solid, it's going to fill you, and good quality foods in there. Any questions? Good.
At what point can they have the raw vegetables in there?
At 8 weeks.
At 8 weeks, okay.
Yeah, 8 weeks. Do you guys want to know how to open an avocado and how it's easier for you to open up and cut?
Yeah.
Did you guys see me doing that? Okay, I'm going to show you guys. Let me add the cilantro because the cilantro is something that the leaves is going to infuse the meal. So you want to add the cilantro and just close the lid for a little bit so it's infused in the whole deal here. Hold on. I made a lot, right?
Last time we cooked, this room was full, so we overplanned.
It's not going for waste or to waste. Okay. Very simple.
Did you put any salt or pepper or anything in there?
That's a good question. This is what I added. You can do salt and pepper, garlic powder, etc. These are my seasonings. This is a powder chicken broth in a way, a bouillon, but in powder. It's Marsol is the brand. You won't find this particular brand, but a regular powder chicken bouillon. And this is another seasoning that I found in some, Hispanic areas, aisle, etc. accent. And it's like a powder seasoning. I love it. So that's what I did. One of each for 2 cups of quinoa and all the veggies. So
Where do you find that powdered yeast?
Oh, I found this at Sprouts on 87th Street, next to the Sears outlet.
I would bet Whole Foods.
Or natural grocers. Any Whole Foods or natural, store. It's easy to find. This is 45 with additional B vitamins, but this should not substitute your multivitamins. Okay? Okay, let's see. Very simple. You got your, gonna use a plate. Let's use this plate. Okay, so very simple. So you're gonna get the avocado, take the sticker off. Okay, so you find that little thing where, the stem of the avocado was, I start from that point down and I go around, all the way around. Okay, you're gonna open up. Hi, thank you for coming. It smells good. Thank you. Take this out. If it's hard to get, just use a knife.
Just stick the knife in to see if it comes out.
Do what?
Just stick the knife in.
There you go. And then take a spoon. Where's my spoon? Oh. Hold on, Chris. I'm sorry. Where's my spoon?
Oh, sorry.
And you scoop it out. Alright, so you start with the spoon. For Chris. Around and around. And you're gonna start with the edges. Once all the edges are out, and that every avocado is different. Some of them have a harder skin, some others have a softer skin, and that has to do also with how ripe is the avocado. So you want to buy when it's just right, done, and then just cook from the inside out. And then you continue to go around, and there you go. And then from that, you just cut it. Delicious. Any questions? Okay, good. Let's eat.
Okay.
The fun part.